Good girl. This is Mocha. She is a big part of my life and was a huge part of my recovery. She kind of reminded me to just take things slow, relax every once in a while, and she gave me some love when I needed it. My name is Jordan. I played sports growing up my whole life. I loved the outdoors, traveling. I enjoyed living with my family and going to school, having a lot of friends. I noticed the change when I had some trauma occur in my life. My mom getting diagnosed with breast cancer and my brother going through a traumatic car accident. I was in college at the time, so it was hard being away from home while all of these events were happening in my family. And I just noticed I was losing control. It kind of just spiraled from there. The thoughts in my brain were telling me, oh, if you can't control what's going on the outside, let's control how many calories are going in your body. Let's control how many times you eat, how you exercise. I was spending my entire day exercising, barely eating, barely drinking any water. I kind of kept it a secret for a very long time. So I really struggled with feeling like I was alone. I was also struggling with anxiety and depression at the time and OCD, so it was kind of hard to loop all of that together and kind of be like, I am struggling. My family, you know, they were seeing some big changes in me, so they had me go see my primary care doctor, and she right there diagnosed me with anorexia. I had been seeing a eating disorder doctor, physician, and I had been going in to get weight checks every once in a while, and I went for a weight check and I stood up and I felt faint. And so I was sent to the hospital to get medically stable. I had a blood pressure of 60/20. I was on death's door. I was in the hospital for 6 days, and I still remember they would come bring me meals and I would just cry my eyes out because I didn't want to eat. That was the first time that I was like, oh my gosh, this is a problem. Then I went straight from the hospital to Rogers. That's what I needed in that moment. If I'm being honest, it was one of the hardest things I've had to do in my life, to make that choice to finally accept help from others. But slowly but surely, I started to build relationships and start to realize, like, oh my goodness, I am not alone. And that was like eye-opening for me. There were issues deep down that I hadn't dealt with, which was causing me to deal with it using an eating disorder. There is so much stigma around mental illness, and there's so much stigma around eating disorders, and oh, why don't you just eat? And it's not that simple. And so I kind of made it my mission. I said, I want to share my story because there are people out there that probably don't know that there are other people who are struggling and that there are other people who can get through it. If I can just help one person, that's all I want. You know, just to be able to help one person be like, hey, she could go get help, I'm gonna go get help. I don't know where I would be without the people I met, without the help I got. I was able to kind of remind myself of what I was like and kind of like dig down deep to find the Jordan that was there before.
Hi. Look what I brought.
I am able to go out with friends and travel again without my parents worrying about me finally doing the job that I love. I'm able to spend time with people. I just find it so important to share my story, and I think to anyone who's questioning to get help or not, you're not alone.